Hi, welcome to the Framed Panda Show. This episode we're going to go over 4 movies we've seen in the last 2 weeks. That is X-Men, Tree of Life, Super 8, and Midnight in Paris. Let's start with X-Men, X-Men First Class.
Yeah, it was pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, directed by Matthew Vaughn, who directed Kick-Ass. It's like a prequel to the first X-Men. Stars James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender. What did you think about it?
It was good. Yeah, it's a prequel, so they're kind of tied to like they kind of make themselves tied to all the other X-Men, so you know what's going to happen, obviously. But the actings were good. Michael Fassbender is like the standout actor. And yeah, I still say see it. It's an enjoyable movie. Mm-hmm. I'll give it like 2.5 stars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Michael Fassbender was like fantastic in it. And yeah, like you said, they try to tie it too much into the original X-Men franchise. I think they would have been better just to like be their own movie, but we'll see what happens with if they make a sequel to this. I'm excited about it. But this movie really good, has a nice 60s James Bond feel, and of course Michael Fassbender is excellent. So I'm gonna give it 3 stars, 3 out of 4 stars. Let's move on to Tree of Life.
Tree of Life.
The big summer hit.
Directed by Terrence Malick, Brad Pitt, and Jessica Chastain. Sean Penn's in it. Mm-hmm. I don't know the kid's name, but
I
yeah,
have no idea.
He was really good.
Yeah.
So if you find out the kid's name, let us know.
Yeah, it's just about a kid grows up, looks like a small Texas town. His dad, Brad Pitt, and his mom, just raise him. And it's kind of hard to explain. If you know Terrence Malick, he's very a poetic visual director.
Yeah, very slow moving, but yeah, it's real good. It's like a brilliant for me. It's a brilliant movie, but frustrating. Some parts of it like are really great, like awesome, and some parts I'm like, why did he do that? But you should see it. I'm sure a lot of people will be divergent on this one. I'm sure people think it's gonna be like really great or sucks. I think it's just like really good, so I'm gonna give it 3 stars.
I'm gonna be one of those who say it's really great. I sat with it now a few days, and I'm still thinking about it. It's like it's a great movie. It's not for everybody, definitely, and people will think like, oh, what's happening? There's no plot to say. There's a big long sequence in the beginning where they just go back and just they go through the history of the Earth, which for me comes out of nowhere. But it's visually stunning. Overall, though, some great parts. A little frustrating. I give it 3.5 stars out of 4.
Okay.
So yeah. Let's move on to the next one. Super 8. All right. Directed by J.J. Abrams, produced by Steven Spielberg, starring Kyle Chandler from Friday Night Lights and other kids. And some other kids we don't know. Eli Fanning is also in it.
That's right. Yeah.
Eli Fanning. Okay. So the plot is, it takes place in the late 70s or early 80s. Some kids go around and they make Super 8 short films. And then all of a sudden there's a train crash and something happens. There's a secret, apparently.
Actually, I didn't enjoy it as much as I guess I hoped I would. It's big Spielberg homage. It's basically just like Close Encounters, E.T., I guess like some Jaws in there.
Goonies.
Yeah, Goonies they rip off, and it's okay. It's like okay if you haven't seen any of the Spielberg movies. So I guess some people are more into nostalgia than I am. I'd rather just watch the actual old movies that are great. Mm-hmm. So I only give it 2 stars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for me, I kind of had the same feeling. I thought this was going to be great because of the pedigree behind it. J.J. Abrams, Steven Spielberg, expect something great, but then come to find out it's more like a retread of these old Spielberg movies, the classics. So yeah, admittedly towards the end I was falling asleep. It turns into, I don't want to ruin it, but I'll say like if you're expecting like because it's being advertised as having like a secret, don't expect too big of a secret.
Yeah.
For me, it's like a more run-of-the-mill monster movie. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
And overall, I was like, But there's some moments where it was nicely done. So I'll give it 2.5 out of 4 stars.
Okay.
It's for some movie, it's enjoyable enough. So now we move on to Midnight in Paris.
Yes, this is directed by Woody Allen. Has Owen Wilson in it, Rachel McAdams, Marion Cotillard, and a bunch of other notable actors. I guess you'll see in there. Adrian Brody's in it, and some other people.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in there. Some surprise cameos.
Yeah.
But it's Owen Wilson, right? Not Luke Wilson. Owen Wilson. I always get them confused. Owen Wilson is in Paris. He's like a struggling screenwriter. He's trying to write a novel, and like there's something that happens like halfway through the movie, about halfway, that I didn't expect. I guess I didn't know too much about the movie. I don't want to talk about it, but I'll say it's very well done. The whole movie is funny. It's his best for me because I haven't seen his last one. You Owe Me a Tall Dark Stranger. I heard it wasn't that good.
Mm-hmm.
And then before that was Whatever Works, which I saw, which is good. And then before that was Vicky Cristina Barcelona, which I love. Yeah. So this is his best since that, maybe even better than that for me. It's his first movie in Paris, and he films Paris like fantastic.
Yeah, it's great.
Fantastic. And for the plot of this movie, it fits perfectly. And okay, I'll give it 3.5 out of 4 stars. And for me, it's the best movie I've seen all year.
Yeah, I'm also gonna give it 3.5 out of 4. I guess it's also the best movie, but I love Woody Allen a lot, so I might be like biased. But yeah, if you've seen like all of his like Manhattan, like it's not as up to that level, but it's like pretty close. It's probably maybe his best movie in like last 10 years, I think, maybe almost. Because like Match Point and Vicky Cristina, and then this one, I guess it was like last 10 years has been his best movies.
Yeah, the more I think about it, yeah, it's thinking leaning towards it being better than those two.
Yeah.
So maybe since his like 90s movies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's been a while since I made like something this good.
Yeah.
So it's a really great movie, and so far it's like the best summer movie I've seen.
And Owen Wilson. He does a good Woody Allen by not being too Woody Allen.
Yeah.
Because sometimes actors in Woody Allen movies play Woody Allen in like a
caricature
of Woody Allen, like Jason Biggs in that one movie.
Yeah.
Or I don't know what
Will Ferrell also
Will
did.
Ferrell also did. So Owen Wilson does a good job of being the lead Woody Allen type.
Yeah.
And everybody else is fantastic. And yeah, it's my favorite movie of the year so far.
Yeah,
it's like the antithesis of other summer movies, where like for me the biggest summer movie so far it's kind of like Fast 5, but this is definitely not Fast 5. Okay, this is like much better.
And it's not The Hangover 2.
It's not The Hangover 2. Like if you're looking for The Hangover 2 or Fast 5, then don't see Midnight in Paris.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a break from all these explosions in summer movies, then go see Midnight in Paris, because it's definitely worth it. All right. So yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed these reviews, and stay tuned where we will review more movies.
A lot of cameras.
And yeah, thanks for listening, and see you later.